Hello, I'm Jo, if you haven't worked with me before, and let's talk a little bit about intermediate level training. So what is intermediate level? What do we talk about? What do we mean? With intermediate level training, we are progressing on the puppy and beginners level of training that we do and that so many different training clubs provide all over the country. So with the puppy stuff, we're looking at your safety, things like recall, the stays, walking nicely on lead, all those sorts of things, as well as your life skills, so teaching them to sit down and stand, to be examined, to be able to focus on us. And we take those at intermediate level and we start progressing them further, okay? So if your dog has started doing some short stays with you nearby, intermediate would start progressing and adding in a lot more distractions. If your puppy has started to learn, good girl, good boy, to do your sits and downs and stands when they're here, then we'd start adding in a little bit of distance so they can do these things from distance and still listen to you. It might be that you started doing a little bit of play bonding and working on getting your dog interested in toys and things like this, and at intermediate level we'd extend that through to things like fetch and retrieve and things like that. So intermediate, one of the first things that we're looking at is actually progressing and building on the skills that your puppy or your beginner dog has already started. But it's much, much more than just that. Intermediate level, it gives us a chance to bring in exercises for brain stimulation and for the worky type dogs. So that means the dogs that love to do things and learn things and be kept busy, a bit like Merlin here, they really enjoy intermediate level. Merlin, down. Good boy. They really enjoy intermediate level because they get to start working on the new exercises. So things like target training, where they send out, go to, thank you Merlin, down, good boy. They go out and go to a target and then we ask them to do things at that target. Okay, target, good, wait, Ripley, good girl, good target. Yes, good girl. Merlin, Ripley, Merlin, good target. Good. And go down. Good boy. Get it. Quick, quick, quick. Quick, twist. Well, that's very good. And then go target. Good. Wait. Good there. It could be, like I say, things like retrieve and fetch. And for the dogs that know how to do retrieve and fetch, we can build on this and actually make it a bigger exercise. So it could be we turn it into a formal retrieve, so gun dog and obedience style. It could be we look at directional retrieves or blind retrieves where they don't see where the item's gone. Are you ready? Let it come. Good boy. Thank you very much. We bring in things like scent work, and scent work is so good for busy minds because it really gives them something to focus on and it tires them out, which is also really good. And so an introduction to search and find typically. Merlin, good boy, it's a good down, isn't it? Hey, you're such a silly thing, silly boy. Go on. Yes, good girl. So things like that. We also get a chance to look at actual formal heel work. So bringing your dog in next to you and actually moving them, getting your left and right turns, changes of pace, and heel work that you can use out and about on your walks and when you're taking your dog somewhere for the day. Good girl. It's in there. Good girl. Close. Get close. Yay. Go around me. Oh, what a good girl. Close. we look at things like settle, which again is really, really good when your dog is out with you somewhere, because if they know how to just, as you can see, Merlin's settling but still talking to me, if you can ask them to just settle, so bad, then it means you can take them to lots of places, especially now that more and more places are opening up and we can go out more with our dogs. Merlin, come, walk off, good boy. We can actually do that much more with them, and if they know how to just lay down and settle, then we haven't got to worry about where they are and what they're doing. We can just kind of not completely switch off, but we haven't got to be on absolute full alert all of the time. Hey darling, come then. There's a good girlie. So there's a whole host of types of exercises at intermediate level that we're working on. And we have different options for intermediate as well. So the most well-known way of doing intermediate training is through weekly classes. So that would be coming along same time every week and progressing on the skills that we're training your dogs to do. But we also run, walk off, Merlin, go, walk, good boy. We also do one-off sessions as well, and in the one-off sessions, these are aimed at people that are maybe on waiting lists to wait for a class to start for their dogs, whether they've completed puppy or whether they've started intermediate but actually they're just waiting for a new class to start. Or it could be that you can't make weekly classes, so a one-off every couple of months works well for you because it gives you new skills to work on. Get in. There's my boy. It gives you new skills to work on, but you don't have to commit to being there every single week at the same time, same day. You can come along, do an hour or two session as a workshop, take away a host of different exercises for you and your dog to work on at home and on your walks, and then next time, a few weeks later, come along, progress those skills, learn some new things, and then take those away as well. So there's different ways that we can work on intermediates. You're not stuck to just one. Do let us know if we can help you. If you would like to do some intermediate level training with your dogs, lay down. Good boy. Then you just need to contact us, so you can comment on this video below on the post that we've made. Good girl, Ripley. You can ask us to send you the information, or if you would like to make sure that you don't miss out on getting a space for your dogs at intermediate level, because we do have genuinely long waiting lists. We've had waiting lists from during all the lockdowns where we couldn't have any classes running, so then those classes still needed to continue, and then new people obviously wanted to join them, so our waiting list have built up over the last few months quite a lot. Come on then, Echo. So make sure that you don't miss out on the space when we do start something new, especially these one-offs, because it's a really good way to get your dog started. So yeah, pop a message in the bottom of the comments here. You can send us a message on Facebook at Dog Training for Essex and Suffolk. You can email us, which is joe@dogtraining-essex-suffolk.co.uk. We're also on WhatsApp. We're on text. We are on so many different places. We're also on Twitter and Instagram under @CassandTay. That's CASSNTAY. So you can find us in many, many places. But if you would like more information about intermediate training, then do let us know. We can give you everything you need to know. And of course, we can get you booked in or popped onto a waiting list. So, hope you've enjoyed seeing some of the things that your dogs could be taking part in, and we look forward to seeing you very, very soon. And we can transform your dogs from all the puppy training through to having the skills to do things from a distance, to be able to focus on you around distractions, Merlin, apart from with Merlin, and moving your dogs on with lots and lots of new fun, as well as important exercises.